All right, Bipin Sharma, senior journalist, joins us on the broadcast as far as the Mokama story is concerned. Bipin Sharma, statistically speaking and historically speaking, I've tried to give a brief background of what Mokama is all about. It's pretty shocking that someone with multiple criminal cases continues to hold on to that seat, but somewhere I feel we've really normalized it in states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, even for that matter West Bengal, where it's okay for someone, for these bahubalis, for these strong men to keep holding on to political power, and somewhere political parties that continue to promise change will not let go of these men because they have, it seems, absolutely zero control in some parts of the states that they are ruling. But you've just heard what people have had to say as well. Interestingly, the first person who spoke, she literally said that when all contenders are the same, what are we voting for?
Absolutely. I think that is the grim veracity of the state of affairs in Mokama Constituency numbers 178, that is a part of the Munger Lok Sabha constituency. And of course, it's a well-known fact that Mokama, situated on the southern banks of river Ganga, has its own relevance, significance. But then look at the irony that this particular constituency has had a long history of criminals who have been in the political fray. And what are the options left with the voters? Absolutely none. So I think that also speaks volumes about the state of affairs. But then there are plethora of issues which plague the Mokama constituency. And there is no denying the fact, Devika, that Bahubalis till date reign supreme in Bihar, irrespective of the claims that the politicians make during the election rallies. They try to assure the voters that law and order would be quite robust. But then when we look at all those Bahubalis who are contesting elections, and Bihar, as a matter of fact, has had a long history of Bahubalis in the political arena. Anand Kumar Singh is one prime example who is contesting the elections from Mokama, but then Anand Mohan Singh, Prabhunath Singh, and then in the earlier times we had Shabuddin and Pappu Yadav, Rajan, so many of them, Munna Shukla, not to forget. So, and just look at the charges against them: kidnapping, murder, assault, arms cases, extortion. So quite grave charges. And then, so what does a voter conclude? A voter today in the 21st century duly understands that it is not possible without the political patronage. So that also is quite an irony that which stays in the face of Bihar today, because Bihar, as I said, has plethora of issues that need to be addressed. The youths of Bihar, because normally in the present day scenario we refer to the youths as Gen Z, and our Gen Z is much more wiser, much more responsible compared to the Gen Z in Nepal, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, where they went berserk, and they the sole agenda behind the perpetrators was to topple the government. But then here we have utmost faith on our Gen Z. They want to play a critical role in realizing the dreams of aspirational India, Viksit Bharat. But then who addresses these issues, and who is going to take a call on ensuring and leaving no stone unturned that that criminals have no place in politics? Because if you cannot ensure a politics that is rid from criminals, then how does a voter feel assured? He would definitely feel very disappointed, disenchanted. But then on his part, he performs his duty when he participates vibrantly in the festival of democracy, because he has no other option. But then I think a thought needs to go in the direction of cleansing, because we are talking about cleansing the system. That is why this new reform of SIR was introduced. But then what about cleansing politics and getting politics rid of all these tainted politicians, those with the criminal backgrounds? And as per one study, it is so alarming, so appalling, that 2/3 of the politicians who contest elections have criminal backgrounds, criminal records. So I think that is a very, very grave issue, and something must be done. It's now or never situation.
Right, absolutely. Bipin Sharma, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX Deep Dive with that perspective.